Welcome back to the Thrivecast.
Episode 29! Welcome back, everyone. Who are you?
Miss Susie Q.
Susie, back in the host chair. Who are you?
I am good.
You are Jeff, not Pete, because Pete is not here. Who is sitting across from me?
Whitney.
Hi, Whitney.
Whitney.
Whitney, our producer, is filling in for Pete. She's sliding over to the host chair. Big day for Whitney.
Whit and Jeff.
Whit and Jeff. And I'm Olivia. Hi, what?
But me here.
And Susie is filling in. I didn't forget about you. Susie is filling in for Noel, who is out today as well. So we got two producers sitting in hosting chairs, and Jeff and I holding down the fort for the OG fam, and it's going to be a great episode.
We'll see how this goes.
We'll see how it goes. Can't wait. How are we doing, team? Now I'm sounding louder. How are we doing?
Doing great.
Oh, great, Suze. What is new with you?
Well, I got back from Meg's the other night.
Your sister, yeah.
She is doing awesome right now, but she's kind of tired because she busted her patootie.
Oh, she busted her patootie?
In homework for school.
Oh. So she must be tired, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that she is working hard, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Rock radio? Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, Jeff is cutting in with a song here. What's Rock Radio?
Yeah, tell us about that. What did you do last week?
What did you do last week?
Somebody using that phrase.
Yeah. Where?
From the other thing I did.
So what's the other thing you did?
Q97.9.
That is not what you did. What radio station did you go to?
What school did you go to?
Oh, I went to USM radio station.
Yeah.
And it was very fun. And it was awesome. And it showed me a lot of cool stuff.
They showed you their studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kind of did a little bit of a podcast kind of there, but
a little podcast kind of
Jeff
there?
told us he was a guest. We still haven't figured out if that is 100% accurate.
Correct.
We don't really anybody at the station knows.
WNPG
and
Rock Radio.
To let us know.
If Jeff was actually on your podcast or if he just got a little tour of your studio and did pretend interview and lightning round questions, we'd love a clarification on what happened last week. But it sounded really fun and their studio looked really cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that stuff on this podcast.
You're going to use what you learned over there on our podcast?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So where did Rock Radio come from?
Oh, it's from me.
Oh, you made it up.
Jeff actually said he was going to ditch.
That's right. He was just going to drop off the podcast team here, but that's not true, right, Jeff? You're going to stick with us?
I'm not sure yet.
Breaking.
Jeff.
Oh.
Come on, Jeff. We need you.
Jeff isn't going anywhere, and he knows it, but that's okay. So, anyway, moving on. We're all glad we checked in. This is a great episode because yesterday we just celebrated Earth Day, and so this episode is really all about the Earth and being environmentally friendly. And our guest today is Chris Spinato from the organization called Reverb, which goes around to different concert venues and helps big music venues and productions be more environmentally conscious and environmentally friendly, and also the people attending said events. So we'll learn all about that. Really excited to chat with him. And happy Earth Day, you guys.
Happy Earth Day,
Happy Earth
team.
Day. Thanks, Suze. Happy Earth Day, Jeff.
I didn't know about it.
Oh, well, now you know. Happy Earth Day.
No, dude. Come on. Get with it.
Okay.
No response.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy Earth Day!
Happy Earth Day! And my god, that was actually really funny. Okay, we'll take a little break, and when we come back, we'll do the bio for our friend Chris Spinato. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and here's a quick bio for our guest, Chris Spinato. So Chris Spinato is the communications manager for Reverb, overseeing their social media, website, photos, and video, and doing whatever he can to spread Reverb's message. He loves being outdoors, hiking, biking, paddling, running, and skiing, so helping the environment has always been important to him. Chris lives in Portland with his wife, Chrissy, and their dog, Maggie Moo. So cute. Reverb is an environmental nonprofit organization dedicated to making live music events more sustainable while empowering music makers and music lovers to take action for today's most pressing issues through action at concerts, creating real positive change for people and the planet. Started in 2004 by Lauren Sullivan and her musician husband, Adam Gardner, of the band Guster, Reverb has become a leader in the environmental movement in music. Working with musicians like Dave Matthews Band, Jack Johnson, Harry Styles, Pink, and dozens more, Reverb has sparked over 4 million fan actions on the more than 250 tours and festivals it's partnered with. Okay, please welcome Chris Spinato! Yay! Thanks for coming, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. So I think, Susie, you have the first question, right?
Tell
Okay.
us about Reverb. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so we're an environmental nonprofit, and what we do is we work with musicians and on their tours. We also work at festivals and at venues, basically wherever music is. And we try to make live music more sustainable, better for the environment. So, for example, we go out on tour with some musicians, and we do all sorts of stuff behind the scenes to make their tour more sustainable. So we have biodiesel in trucks, which reduces carbon emissions. We have local farm food at every venue. There's always recycling and composting, stuff like that. So whatever we can do, we work with the artists to decide what their goals are, and then we find ways to do that on tour. And then we do the same thing at festivals. We do the same thing at concerts, at venues. Mm-hmm. And then we also work with fans. We try to get fans involved because there's a lot of music fans out there, and if we all come together and unite, we can really make a big difference in the world.
That's so awesome.
That is so cool.
Isn't it?
Thanks.
You got two really big music fans sitting right here.
Oh, very cool.
Who are actually going to the same concert in August, right?
Well,
you
yeah.
and Susie?
Boston!
Who's playing?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys concert in August.
Big time.
Yeah.
That's
very
awesome.
Did you see Susie's move?
Yeah, that's a good move. I like that.
And I've been dancing to them morning long.
Have you really? Alright, back on track. Jeff's got the second question.
How did you become involved with the organization?
So actually, I was working at another main business, LL Bean, and we did a college tour with Reverb, and I met Adam and Lauren, who are they started Reverb and they run it together, and one thing led to another, and I care very much about the environment, and it seemed like a good match. So I went over to Reverb, and I've been there since 2015.
Wow. Yeah.
So for a little bit now, and it's pretty cool. I like it there.
Seems like it. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Suze?
What is your favorite part about your job?
Oh man, that's
Tough
a hard
question,
one.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about my job? Can I pick two?
Yeah. What do
Sure.
you think?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the first thing is I really love the environment. I care very deeply about protecting it. So it's nice to work in a job where I can work on that and try to make the
Cool.
world a better place. And then I love music, like you guys do. So I get to bring those two things together.
True.
It's like the best.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
What do you think is the most challenging part of your job? So we didn't put that one on here this
Good
week.
one, Liz.
That's
Thanks.
I like that. That's a good question. I would say the most challenging part is really trying to remind everybody that we can make a difference. You know, climate change can be kind of scary. And so we're really focused on reminding people that if everybody takes action, if everybody starts doing something to make the world a better place, then we really can take on this big problem that's in front of us. It's not about one person doing everything, it's about everybody doing something. So.
Oh, I love that. That's a good one. Should write that. Put that on the whiteboard. Save it for later.
Oh, I made the whiteboard already.
Yeah, famous. Jeff?
Why is reverb work so important?
Well, again, you know, we're trying to protect the environment. We're trying to find a solution to climate change. And so our work's important because we bring people together and we help to educate them and, again, remind them that together we really can make a difference. And that's the real power, you know. And music's a great way to bring people together. Music, you know, thousands of people. You're going to the Backstreet Boys concert. There's a big smile there. And you're going to have, and there's going to be like 20,000 people there.
Nice.
So, you know, if every person there does a little something to help the environment, that's 20,000 actions to help the environment.
That's huge,
that adds
right?
up.
Wow.
Right?
Are you going to recycle while you're at the concert?
The answer is yes.
I was just going to say the correct
Actually,
answer.
I'm gonna be at the TV curtain in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you can recycle when you're there, right?
Yep.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you can.
Yes, I know, but
Just not what Olivia said. Pretty
right.
much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not a fan. That's okay. Susie?
What?
Who?
Who is your favorite band or musician? What
That
who
you partnered
partnered with?
Favorite band or musician you've partnered with Reverb?
Oh, I can't choose a favorite.
Can't pick favorites.
I would say I can talk about a couple of the most exciting people that I've worked with. So I went out on tour for a few days with Jack Johnson.
Ooh.
And
I went to that concert.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And did you
Nice.
see the Village? So did you see all the stuff that was going on in
Yeah.
the All at Once Village? So Reverb partners with Jack to put that together.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And one of my coworkers used to work for Willie Nelson, and
Ooh.
and so I got to meet Willie Nelson.
Oh my God.
Which was pretty cool.
What was that like?
Well, it was kind of a little. Willie had just come off stage, and so it was sort of just like, "Hey, this is Chris," and Willie had no idea what was going on. So it was interesting.
That's so awesome.
But yeah, I mean, we work with lots of great musicians, and honestly, it's just I just love music, so it's hard to choose a favorite.
Totally. That's so cool.
You're up.
We threw out the
Country.
the country, your world.
Or world.
Have you traveled with Revops?
Reverb.
Reverb.
I kind of like Reeboks.
You keep saying
I
that.
like it.
We've been trying all morning.
Wow. So I've traveled all over the United States. I haven't traveled internationally to other countries, but some of my coworkers have. So they've gone to South America and Australia and New Zealand. I did not get to go on those trips, but I have gotten to see a lot of parts of the country that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. So it's just been it's pretty neat. And then you're in that city to go work a festival or go to a concert. So it's a pretty cool way to see the country. Yeah.
Lucky.
Seems like a really cool job.
You know, I think we're gonna start going on the road soon too. So
You ready?
We're
Just
gonna take the show on the road.
Maybe like
Let's-
less record.
We're like Portland.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should. Traveling podcast.
Yeah.
So that way we can travel too. It'd be fun.
I love it.
Susie?
We see you love the outdoors. What is your favorite outdoor activity?
Oh man, another hard one. Well, so I am just learning to ski.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
I know. So I didn't, I didn't get to do that growing up. So now I'm trying to do it as an adult, and it's challenging, but I'm really enjoying it. And I've been fortunate to have a very helpful wife who hasn't made too much fun of me as I go falling down the mountain. So
So nice.
yeah, it is
That
nice.
helps.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, Susie is cracking up here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys like skiing too, right?
Do you?
You do.
Not
Oh, I
really.
thought you did
Oh.
skiing all the time.
No, I don't.
Okay, I apologize. Never
Well-
Girl, come on.
I'm sure there are other outdoor activities you like. I apologize. Jeff is ready. I'm sorry. I'm
All
getting
right.
in everyone's way. Go ahead, Jeff.
What makes Maine a great home business for Reeboks?
Reverb.
Reverb.
Nailed it. There you go.
After this, you're gonna want to change your name to Reebok.
Reebok.
kind of wonder if anybody's taken that. So, what makes Maine a great base for? Well, I think it's a place where people care about the environment. So there's a lot of people around here that really care about the environment. So that's a good start. It's also there's a lot of music and arts and all sorts of good stuff there. And I think it's nice to work in music and not be in New York City or Los Angeles where they're kind of busier. I like kind of the quieter Portland scene, so makes it really nice to work here and live here.
Yeah. Not a bad place to live, right, guys?
No.
2 Portland residents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys live right in
Yeah.
Portland?
Yeah.
I do.
You
Awesome.
I do as well, but it's a very nice city out there at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah, it is.
What about during the day?
Yeah.
Just
Not
at
during
Oh,
night.
who
the
needs
day,
not
just
during
at
the
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible in the daylight.
It's out there at night.
It's
A lot better at
it's
night. Fair enough. Night owl, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't go out at night.
he used to. He's got a storied past, you know, the nightlife here in Portland, right, Jeff?
Where are we?
Right here.
How can someone become involved with Reverb?
How can
Yeah.
someone become involved?
Well, I mean, I think the best way for people to get involved, or one of the funnest ways to get involved, is to volunteer with us. So every show we have volunteers that help us do our job. And so they help us set up what we call our eco villages or our action villages. And they talk to other fans, and they get to kind of help spread the message of environmentalism. And, you know, it's fans talking to fans. That's kind of the idea of where Reverb came from. One interaction, 2 people talking, and then it reverberates out from there into
Ooh.
communities. Yeah, see what we did there?
Yeah, that was
yeah, we're pretty good.
I don't think I realized that. That's awesome.
They can't do Reeboks then. 'cause it would-
Yeah, no Reeboks.
Reeboks is not going to work. No, we're thinking outside of the Reeboks.
So if somebody wanted to volunteer, would they just they can go on your website and find out,
Yeah.
kind of get connected through
Yeah,
there?
they can go to reverb.org/volunteer, and they can see all the tours that we're doing and all of the festivals and venues. In fact, we do some local venue. We do Thompson's Point. So we're going to be at Thompson's Point this year, and we've done it for the past 3 or 4 years. I can't, one of those. And so we'll be back there, and we have our free water station set up, and we have our Nalgene bottles, part of our Rock and Refill program with Nalgene. And fans can donate for a bottle. 100% of the donations go to nonprofits. It supports Reverb and other local nonprofits. And they can fill up free water all night.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can fill up whatever you want. You don't have to just use our Nalgene bottles. But
That's awesome.
yeah.
Great.
So we'll plug that again at the end. So that's reverb.org.
Yeah, you can just do reverb.org.
Perfect. Oh, she
I
wrote
wrote
it down.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
So you kind of already answered this question, but we'll ask it again in case we missed anyone.
We
Who?
who are
Some.
famous people who
You've
you to mail through your job.
Some famous people you've gotten to meet.
Yeah, so now I get to brag, right? So, well, we already talked about Jack Johnson and Willie Nelson, but we shot a video last year with Dave Matthews from Dave Matthews Band, which is pretty cool. And then I've gotten to meet Stefan Lassard, who's the bass player in Dave Matthews Band. I've met some of the members of Maroon 5.
Ooh.
Yep.
Very cool.
My boss is in a band too, so I should mention him. He's in the band Guster.
Yeah.
And some Guster fans in the room.
Have you heard of Guster before? They're a Portland band.
Yeah, they're
That's
from
pretty
Portland.
famous.
Yeah.
What?
Guster is a Portland band that's pretty famous.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling
I
you.
agree. Yes.
Yeah, he's very famous.
Yes. I've gotten to
Do
meet.
you
Wait, no, he's
Oh,
not.
cool. No. Let's move right along.
Go ahead.
do
On your
you
clock.
think at some point Reverb will have a home every music venue?
Oh man, that'd be a lot of venues, but we would love to. It's really it's a great way to go talk to people, and and it helps the environment too. So we would absolutely love to see that one day. We're growing every year, so
Yeah. So cool.
yeah.
So those were all of our intro questions, the tough ones. Now it's time for the...
I won.
You won.
Won what?
He said it first. So
Very cool. All
these are
right.
more like this or that questions, or
Okay.
more rapid fire, if you will.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to the first one.
Okay.
So Jeff's got
You
it.
got the first one. Hydro
Hydro fish.
flask.
What?
I'll read this.
Yeah,
How
go
about
ahead. Yeah. Take it.
Hydro flask or Nalgene. Those are types of water bottles.
Well, certainly Nalgene.
That's right. Your turn.
Summer or winter?
Oh man, even though I'm learning to ski, I'd still pick summer.
Yeah, great choice.
Me
Jeff?
too.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
Favorite Portland restaurants?
Oh boy, I'd probably say Eventide.
Nice.
Brown butter lobster roll.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love lobster rolls.
Yeah.
If you could only listen to one musician for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh boy, you guys really
Tough
came up with some
questions
tough
on this
questions
podcast.
here. Holy crow. Well, there is an artist I like. His name is Jason Isbell, and he's probably somebody I could listen to all the time. His music is pretty deep.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Susie
Me
agrees.
too.
Yeah. Susie did it.
I mean, he's no Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
but-
no, certainly can't touch.
I know.
Nick
Every time I
Carter.
say it, you get a big smile on your face.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Thompson's.
Oh, the Thompson's Point or the State
Theater.
Theater.
Oh man. I really love the State Theater, but I would go ahead and say Thompson's Point because again, it's in the summertime and it reminds me of all that fun summer music weather.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah, wait.
Favorite city in U.S.?
U.S.
Portland, Maine.
Duh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff?
What's the perfect temperature to be outdoors?
Ooh. Wow. Another good one.
Very specific.
74 degrees.
Ooh, I think that was
74.
another answer we've gotten from another guest.
Oh, okay,
74 is
yes.
They both like the warm weather.
With the
like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
warm weather.
Oh,
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70s.
70s.
But not too hot, right? It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the theme of this episode. Next.
What is your lucky number?
Huh.
I would say 3.
Ooh, why?
Why?
I feel like it's a number that's occurred a lot in my life for some reason. So I'm gonna go with 3.
It comes back. That's so interesting.
Yeah. And
Why are you looking number 3?
He just said it.
Well,
comes back.
it's one of those numbers that I keep coming across in my life. I live at 33 on the street I live on.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I know.
Dude.
I know. Dude is right.
Jeff?
Which one of the 7?
Dwarfs.
Oh, okay. The 7 dwarves are you.
Well, I think a lot of people would say dopey.
I
But-
would totally say dopey.
I'm gonna go with sleepy because I've been tired recently.
Oh. Good one.
Yeah.
Jeff's like me too. Suze?
Tell us your best joke.
Your best joke.
Oh my
if you have one.
goodness.
Some people,
My-
it's hard to think of it on the spot.
My best
sometimes.
joke. Okay. What did one strawberry say to the other strawberry?
What?
I don't know what.
It's your freshness that got us in this jam. Strawberry jam.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
It kills.
That's so cool.
Susie, oh my goodness.
Losing it. Oh my god. We're gonna take
I
a
have
quick
never gotten that
break.
reaction for that joke. That
You love
was.
that?
You gonna tell the world?
Are you crying? Yeah. Amazing. I'm so glad.
So cool.
And then now our
This is the new segment we've added to the lightning
Ooh.
round that we're
All right.
gonna
you're
see.
one of like 2 people that have gotten it
Okay.
so far.
So we're gonna ask Jeff and Susie the first word that comes to their mind, and you have to pick one or the other.
Oh, okay.
So ready?
Yeah.
Suze, you can go first. First word that
Alright.
comes to mind. Go.
Jeff goes first.
Okay, Jeff goes first. Ready? Jeff, what's the first word that comes to your mind? Ready? Say a word.
Ice cream.
Ice cream or
Bubba Goose.
Bubba Goose.
Bubba Goose. Well, I think I'm gonna go with Jeff with ice cream on
Yeah,
that
I
one.
would go with ice cream too.
Yeah.
But let's just quickly find out what Bubba Goose is.
Yeah,
for
ooh,
who.
that's
Bubba Goose is a flavor of the ice cream. Dude, come on.
Oh, it's a flavor of
A
ice
flavor
cream.
of ice cream?
Yeah.
From
Like
what
bubble
brand?
gum?
Yes.
Huh.
Like Bubba Goose mixed with bubble gum.
Oh.
No way.
So it's
Okay.
is there real goose in the ice cream?
Yes, there are goose feathers in it.
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I was saying, but yes.
So what we're saying is we want goose ice cream, goose flavored ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
I'm
Come
glad
on,
that we
goose
got it.
feather ice cream.
Ugh.
I'm gonna just stick with ice
I'm
cream.
gonna say with vanilla for me.
Yeah, I might. If it's between vanilla and Bubba Goose, I think I'm going vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great one, Suze. So those are all the questions we had for Chris. Unless you guys have anything else you want to ask him, what do you think?
Anything you want to ask about music, recycling?
Yeah.
Actually, music.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite Backstreet Boy?
Who's your
My
favorite,
favorite
Backstreet
Backstreet Boy.
Yeah.
This should just be the Backstreet Boys show. 'cause
Yeah,
it
yeah.
comes up every,
Every
episode.
episode.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
how can
you
it's,
should.
it's like every day of my life.
Look at how it ends.
Who's the one who's got like sort of reddish hair?
That's Brian, right?
Brian.
Brian.
Brian. I
Brian.
have a crush on
You have
him.
a crush on Brian? Should I tell your boyfriend Noel that?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I guess
So I think Brian's who's your favorite?
It was my favorite?
Yeah,
Nick.
Nick.
Nick Carter.
Yeah.
Nick Carter.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yep, he's mine.
Who's
Got
your
it.
favorite, Suze?
Brian.
Brian's your favorite too.
Brian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian, he is the hottest
Okay.
one in the group.
You don't think it's Nick? Nick's kind of
No.
got it going on.
Well, Nick
Nick is my man.
I know.
is
Trust me.
married
Oh.
with a wife and 2 kids.
Okay, well then we'll back
No,
off, right?
that's a lie.
He's
You're
not.
really
Okay,
good.
any other questions?
Any other questions
Do we
for
have
Chris?
other questions?
Getting heated around the Backstreet Boys.
Actually, Nick Carter has a wife and 1 kid.
Okay,
Good.
do you have other questions?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
That's
thank
it.
you so much for coming on.
This
the
was
Strivecast,
awesome,
Bruce.
guys.
And again,
Thank
if you
you
want to
so
learn
much.
more about Reverb or get involved, just visit reverb.org or
right.
be reverb.org/volunteer.
Volunteer. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Great. Well,
Thanks so
thank
much
you
for
so
having me.
much.
All right, we'll be right back.
The Starcast is brought to you by
Joe's grocery sandwiches.
Joe's grilled cheese sandwiches. Yet again, another fabulous week of sandwiches.
Joe really makes the best sandwich.
A wicked grilled cheese, Bob. Amazing. I really enjoyed the grilled cheese sandwich this week. Whitney, what kind of cheese was on our grilled cheese this week from Joe's?
Well, Joe really specializes in any type of cheese, so you can
Yeah.
ask for it.
Specialized cheese.
Yeah, whatever kind you like best.
Absolutely.
I am a pepper jack fan.
Whit is a
so
big
I
pepper jack
got
fan.
a pepper jack grilled cheese, which was delicious.
I enjoyed mine very much.
I also love pepper jack cheese.
Jeff
Yeah.
and I split
You
a
split
pepper
it,
jack
yeah.
grilled cheese.
Susie and I had bacon on ours, and it was
Yeah, girl.
amazing. Yeah, really enjoyed it. So shout out to Joe's Grilled Cheese Sandwiches. Joe's also does catering, and if you have any formal events or weddings coming up, contact Joe's for their wedding at 1-800. Call this number. And your ad could go right here just like Joe's. So if you would like to advertise with us on the Strivecast, which we think would do wonders for your business, you can contact us at strivecast@pslstrive.org. We'd love to work with you and your business to provide a way to advertise your message on the Strivecast. Do you make bologna sandwiches? Do you make the world's best peanut butter and jelly? Are you? Maybe you make a tuna melt, which some people in this room adore. We would love to find a way to promote your business, sandwiches or otherwise. So really, give us an email at strivecast@pslstrive.org. We have prices that can work for your budget. And you could also potentially be the sponsor that takes us onto the radio that we've been in talks with for a while, the local radio station that wants to put the Strivecast on their radio station programming. Then you could be listened to and your message could be heard far and wide by all the real radio listeners, right? So cool. So again, that email address is strivecast@pslstrive.org. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back and it's time for the
Question of the week.
question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. So the question of the week this week is, we're going to keep it in the environmentally friendly family with our, guest Chris Spinato, talking all about the important work that they do. You guys, why is it important to recycle? Jeff, would you like to go first?
For recycling, actually, it's not good for the fish and turtles, because it can get stuck in those things.
Trash, yeah, it can get
Trash,
stuck
yeah.
in there totally. And so we want to recycle it so that, sea creatures don't have to ingest it, right? And they don't get sick.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's important, totally.
And plus, if we also drink lots of water because water is good for you.
And then what do you do with the bottles after you finish drinking the water?
Put them in the recycling.
Bingo, you put it in the recycling or you put it in clink, right? And you can get even money
Clink.
back for recycling because they want to
And
incentivize you to do that.
Oh,
Plus,
yes.
Yeah.
and
It
plus
was.
is if we drink
Drink.
to get your healthy body
Yeah.
to run, walk, and stretches all through your body,
Yeah.
you can do it.
You can do it if you drink water and then recycle the water
drinking
bottles.
water, being healthy, to recycling and
Absolutely.
making our earth healthy.
Exactly. We want to have a healthy earth. But let's get to the bigger topic here, and that is, why do we want to be good to our earth and our environment? It's good to be good to the earth
Yes,
because we live on it, right?
Yes.
And we want people to continue to be able to live on it, right? In the future, if you guys have children and grandchildren, little baby Goronitises running around, you want them to be
What?
able to live on a healthy earth, right?
I am not
Yes.
little.
I know.
And-
I was thinking
Girl,
like little
come
kids.
on.
Maybe it'll wits.
Little Whitney is running around. You want little Whitneys to have a safe earth to live on, right? That they
Yes.
can,
Well,
safely
But
be on.
little Livia's.
Little Olivia's too will someday, I'm sure, be running around. That would be a terrifying sight.
Yep.
So, right, it's important to recycle and it's important to be good to the earth, right?
Yes.
Yes, because we love Earth.
Yes,
And we love all of
do.
the people
Yes.
and animals that inhabit it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and look at trees.
And looking at trees. Because nature is beautiful and wonderful and we should protect it, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, always look at trees and actually listen to trees.
Listen to the trees. They're telling you a nice. What are the trees telling you?
If you look at a tree and you listen to a tree, it's how the tree, how beautiful it is, and also.
And also,
Trying to think here.
what do the trees tell you when you listen to them? They say, Jeff, be a good guy. Do the trees whisper anything to you?
No.
Oh.
Mine does.
What do the trees tell you, Susie?
Get outside and do something
Love
about it.
it. Get outside and do something about it. Love it, Susie. So that was a great question of the week segment. Happy Earth Day!
Happy Earth Day!
Earth
sister!
Day! We'll be right back. We're back and it's time for the words.
Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. So this week we're still keeping it in the environmentally friendly family, and we're going to each give our tips to be environmentally friendly. Susie, do you want to start? What's your tip to be environmentally friendly and good to the earth? We talked about it beforehand.
Me.
Recycle.
Recycling!
Recycling. So recycle your bottles and cans, right? Recycle your glass and plastic, right? Don't let it go in the trash. Leave it.
Don't forget to do is recycle.
Don't forget to recycle.
all of your bottles
That's right.
and
And
cardboard.
And cardboard. Good one, Suze. Moving
Thanks,
right along.
sis.
Thank you. Thanks, sis. Jeff, what is your environmentally friendly tip? What do you want to tell people to do?
Composting.
Composting. So that's all your food scraps, right? All the
Yes.
stuff that, like food waste that you'd throw away. You put it in a compost bucket, right? And you can use it in your garden, or if you have a farm, or you
Yes.
can bring it to your local composting place. They can give you a bucket and they'll pick it up for you. There's a lot of ways you can compost, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Love,
and
live to compost.
plus,
Plus,
we have a recycling bin here
that's right.
too.
We have a recycling and a composting bin here. That's right, Susie. We compost here at Strive. Love it. Whit, what's your tip?
I think those are both great tips
I agree.
that I do as well. But one thing that I do is I always bring my own bag to the grocery store.
Love it. Reusable
Don't
bags.
Me
use
too.
the plastic or the paper bag.
Who needs it? No one needs a plastic or paper bag.
And,
Jeff wants to say something.
and also, I do it as well.
Nice.
I actually use the
Reusable bag.
yeah. I
Nice.
use
reuse, recycle.
Bingo. Reduce, reuse, recycle. My tip
Three
is
R's.
to not use plastic straws because they take forever to decompose in the
clean.
ground. Yeah, they take forever to clean, and you don't really need them, do you? I have a reusable straw that I use that I love. It's very easy to carry around and clean. It fits in a little pouch in my keychain. Or sometimes if I don't have that, I'll just take the lid off my cup and I'll just sip it out of the cup because I don't really need a straw.
There you go.
Straw, and then they end up in the bellies of whales. And we all know that makes Liv very sad. She loves whales and other sea creatures. So,
Yes, he does.
great. Let's do that again. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
composting.
Compost. Perfect. We'll be right back.
The Stripecast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Listeners like you. And this week on our Listeners Like You segment, we are shouting out 2 weekly listeners. So shout out to listeners like Elizabeth and Zach, who listen at home in Falmouth every week. We really appreciate you guys always tuning in and listening to us and leaving us a great review on iTunes. That was very appreciated. So shout out to Elizabeth and Zach, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, we're back and it's time to wrap.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Come on, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
It's so close to the microphone. Okay, time to wrap it up. This has been a very funny episode. Thank you so much to our guest, Chris Spinato from Reverb for coming on the Strivecast and chatting with us, talking about all that he does and all the awesome work that Reverb does. And I would just like to thank them for all the great work they do for the environment and the world. And I hope to volunteer with them this summer and get into some concerts for free by volunteering for them. Can't wait. So thanks so much to Chris, right? Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Christopher.
Christopher.
Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you, Christophers. As always, thanks so much to Whitney, for our producer, for booking said guest and also then sliding into the host chair. You did a great job, Whit. Didn't she do great hosting?
Of course she does.
Classic
Because
Whit.
she's the best
The best ever.
co-host and casting
And producer as
and
well.
producer.
Jeff, did you enjoy having Whitney in the big chair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We miss Pete, right? But
Yeah,
Whitney
we
did
do.
great.
Yeah, but I'm always like.
Okay, we're going to move right along from that. So I feel like an Anne Marie comment is coming.
And also our next guest
Ooh.
is and I just kind of booked. I booked our next
What
guest.
about my
Her name
dad?
is Aaron Berg.
Erin Berg, we might get on the podcast. She was just here visiting Strive today. Thanks for chatting with her about it, Jeff.
Yeah.
Great job. Thanks, as always, to our engineer, Ryan, for putting the show together and editing it and making us sound good and cutting out all the
Good
stuff that
job,
we
bro.
said that was not very appropriate. Thanks to Susie for filling in for Noel, who was sick this week. We hope Noel feels better. Shout out to our friend Noel. Feel better. We miss you. Feel better, Noel.
Get better soon, baby boy. I love you.
Boy. Okay. And just a quick update to, not tomorrow, Thursday, in 2 days from today, we are having the Strive
Oh
Art
yes,
Show.
art
The
show.
art show, right? So that's coming up Thursday,
Oh yes, and
April 25th.
the next one is the April 26th is the special
Oh, the Special Olympics. But let's talk about the art show first, right?
right.
So the Strive Art Show is coming up 2 days from today, Thursday, April 25th. From 6 to 8 p.m. here at Strive. It's the first of several upcoming events we have to celebrate Strive's 20th anniversary. 2019 is the 20th anniversary year of Strive. So we're holding a bunch of celebrations throughout the year that will lead up to a big, fancy, formal gala in 2020 for our big 20th anniversary party. But the art show is going to feature the artwork of many, many Strive clients and participants
That
we
means
have.
me.
That means you and Jeff and Noel and a ton of other people that
My
will be
baby.
here showing off their artwork. They're going to be standing by it so you can meet the artist, do a little meet and greet. We're going to have light refreshments available. And you can also purchase some of the artwork if you'd like to at the show. And $5 suggested donation, but it is a free event, and we hope to see you there. It's going to be so much fun, and we're so excited to see all of our Strive friends, families, and community members, and all are welcome. So again, Thursday, April 25th here at Strive from 6 to 8 p.m. More details are available on our website at pslstrive.org or on our Facebook page. Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here, so let's wrap it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.